All right, so it's Saturday morning. Oh no, wait a second. It's a Monday morning. See, this is what happens when you're retired. It's the 9th of December, and it's about 7 o'clock local. So 40 meters is starting to wake up, and we're hearing some signals in the band. What I wanted to do this morning was just show you guys that the little direct conversion receiver that we've been talking about is a real receiver. It's not a toy. It's the circuitry is very simple and it is completely doable by a radio amateur who's looking for a very early project. But the result will be really phenomenal. You will have something that you can listen to, and you could actually use in QSOs if you wanted to build a simple transmitter to go with it. But I have it here. This is the a prototype of the receiver that we built with the high school students. I have connected to it this morning just a little dipole antenna, and this speaker, just an ordinary speaker. There's no amplification of the speaker. The only thing that we have in this receiver that we don't have in the others is a little RF gain control. All it is a 10K pot that I put between the antenna and the bandpass filter. And this just I use this occasionally when signal levels on 40 are so high, I have to crank it down a bit. This sort of demonstrates what I've been saying to our good friend Nick, M0NTV, that you don't really need any RF amplification ahead of the diode ring mixer on 40. This one, this one just goes bandpass filter right into the diode ring mixer that's homebrewed. From the diode ring mixer, it goes to the audio amplifier, and the audio amplifier, it goes out. The VFO is what we call permeability tuned, but all it is a brass screw. You'll see here in a second that when I turn the tuning dial, the brass screw kind of comes in, comes out, and that affects the frequency that it's on. So let's just take a listen. Let me demonstrate to you that this thing is a serious receiver and not a toy. This is the audio gain control.
And steady visibility, 2 miles out there on the horizon. Winds are out of the west at 6 and pretty steady, not variable. And we're going back down to 58 degrees with a little rain this afternoon. Other than that, hey, our solar weather is not too good this morning there. It's not bad enough that we have a TP value, which is for the geomagnetic storm at 2.2, but we got the solar winds are all the way up there at 507 kilometers per second. Going to create quite a bit of noise in here. And the OX radiation is at Charlie 2. My sunrise is at 0712, so I'm surprised that I got a little bit of early time here on the an NBIS coming in, because I have already talked to Ted and stuff, and I couldn't hear, just like you said, I couldn't hear earlier. Other than that, I'm not going to keep it here, but I'm going to turn it back to you and say good morning to everybody out there. Happy Monday morning, and don't forget about the Anchornet this afternoon. I'll be there. NAKHO, Kilo Vic 4 Whiskey Mike, back to you, sir.
There you go. The net. All right, let's tune around a little bit. Tuning down in frequency.
What's the height of this low signal right now?
There's some of the digital. We're coming into the digital area. There's FT8. It's kind of low end of the band there. So back up. FT8's quite loud. It's always a good way to test the signals. You can just see like the impact of the RF gain control. Let's stop now. See that? I'll leave it fully cranked up.
Let's see, don't know what I'm going to get into today. We did win a ball game Saturday night. What a ball game, my goodness. Won that thing in the last sweep of the second inning there. That boy kicked the fifth.
This is the high end of the band. We're starting to hear broadcast stations.
You know what, that is the transmission I'm talking about. Not transmission, it's the receive I'm talking about. What I'm hearing, when I said it, 7251.04.
See that?
They said that I sound good.
So let me take a look what I got in the box for you. What's behind here? So when we're tuning, it's this brass screw that's just going in and out of the coil form. That affects the frequency of the oscillator, the variable frequency oscillator. Here you see the diode ring mixer. You have a little W7EL diplexer that helps us knock down the AM broadcast bands from Radio Marti. And this circuit over here is just the AF amplifier. It's just 3 common emitter transistors. And this over here is the bandpass filter. You can see I've just sort of decided as an afterthought to put a little 10K pot in here between the antenna here. The whole thing's running off a 9-volt square battery.
Some of the stuff in there, and there will be some shift in the sound of some of the signals you pick up. But then I also have another notch filter which I can adjust. So I can adjust that to.
It's quite stable.
In this case, I adjust it to 1,000 cycles because that's where the interfering signal is coming from.
It's a bit of a hoot to have a little receiver that you built yourself, sitting here, inhaling and listening to these guys. I mean, it'd be much more of a hoot if you had a transmitter to go with it. But for me, the big thrill comes in building and listening to a receiver that you built yourself. Let's listen to a second.
When things get really tough, I can crank that in too. So we got a number of options here. Over. I got more work and I haven't got the smoke more on the big tractor yet, but that'll probably be Wednesday. That's squared away. That only takes about 20 minutes to stick that on the back of the 3-point hitch anyway. I've learned pretty much to ignore it. You know what? I found out that ain't nobody gonna sneak in here and do it for me. I've found that out over the years here, just waiting to see. And so I got plenty of stuff to do. You know, it's just a question of what mood I'm in. I walk right past this stuff. It don't bother me a bit. That used to not be the case when I was in the carriage, I guess. So that's good. At least I have a couple people to holler at.
A lot of signals.
paid for it.
He's down in digital area now. Very high-speed CW going on here. Calling CQ. It's not that selective. You can hear some FT8 in the background. There's no filter in this thing. N4QR, calling CQ. Nobody's taken. Anyway, you can see that this thing is a really useful little device. It's great. It's great fun. You can build it. And when you build it, you will never have to face the criticism from other hands who might call you an appliance operator, because you will, there you go, he's calling CQ again. You will have built your own receiver. All right, that's it for now. 7-3 from Northern Virginia.